All right, it's been a while since we've done some volume, and so I'm going to review with you a couple. I'll do 2 rectangular prisms, and I'll do 2 triangular prisms. The cool thing about the rectangular prism and the triangular prism is the formula is the same. And the formula is volume equals big B times your height. So once you find the big B equals the area of the base. So I see this thing is sitting on, this could be its base, which is a 13 by, if this is 22, this is 22, and this is 22 feet. So the base is 13 times 22. So volume equals the base of 22 times 13, and then I have to times that by my height, and the height is 5. Volume equals 22 times 13 times 5 equals 1,430. Now that's part done. It's feet. There we go. More complete. But now it's volume, and anytime you do a volume, you cube it. If you're doing the area, it's squared. Volume is cubed. Okay? All right, let's do another one. This one has a little pet carrier, and you want to find the volume of it. So I'm going to say this right here is my base. If that's my base, it's a 11 3/4 times an 11 1/2. So volume equals 11 3/4 times 11 1/2. Volume equals the area of the base times the height. And then the height of this would be from here to the other base. So it's from there to there, which is 20 times 20. Now, in this case, since they're not repeating decimals, they're terminating the end, I'm going to turn them into decimals. So 3/4 is 0.75 times 11 1/2 is 0.5 times 20. Once I do that all together, I get my formula. 11.75 times 11.5 times 20 equals a volume of 2,702.5, and the unit is inches, and its volume, so it's cubed. Okay. So that's how you find the area of a parallelogram, rectangular prism. Rectangular prism. Now, let's go on to the triangular prism. Right here we have a triangular prism. The formula, like I was saying, so nice. Volume equals base times height. So I got to find the base of the triangle. The base is this triangle right here. I need the area of this triangle, and then I times it by the height. So there's my height. Now, if I'm finding the area of a triangle, it is 1/2 times base times height. So this one's going to be area equals 1/2 times 14 times 5. And when I do that, I get 35. Area equals 35. Now, that is my big B, is 35. So the area of the triangular base is 35. And then I have to times it by my height, which is 17. So 35 times 17 equals 595. It's yards and it's cubed. Let's try something else. If I have the height and the base of a triangle, I wonder if I could just do volume equals small b times height times the height of the whole thing, and then divide everything by 2. And this would be like, you could say length and width. Length, width, but I'm just going to do all 3 numbers. Volume equals 14 times 5 times 17 divided by 2. Let's see if that gets the same thing. 14 times 5 times 17. That gets me 1,900 over 2. And I divide that by 2, and it's 595. And it's yards cubed. Yeah, so you could do volume equals length times width times height and divide that by 2. You just have to remember this big B is the area of the base. And if it's a triangular prism, the base would be the area of the triangle. If it's a rectangular prism, it's the area of the rectangle. Okay, let's do one more. We have here a cabinet. A cabinet is the shape of a triangular. So, triangular prism. The triangular base has a base length of, I have to move this over a little bit, there we go, 14 inches, a base height of 22 inches, and the cabinet is 67.5 inches tall. So, if I want to find its triangular, so volume equals my base of a triangle times the height. In this case, the base of the triangle is the length times the width divided by 2. So volume equals 14 inches times 22 inches. And I'm going to cut that in half. And I'm going to times that by the height of the cabinet, which is 67.5. So let's do that. Let's do 14 times 22 equals 308. Volume equals 308 over 2 times 67.5. Divided by 2. So that gets me 154 times 67.5. Which gives me 10,395. And what are we talking about? Inches? And it's volume, so it has to be cubed. Okay, let's make sure this is correct. 10,395. It is good. Okay, so that's a little simple review. I am going to put a little mid-chapter check on there, and you can answer those questions through the Google form, and we'll see how you do. And on Wednesday, I'll be doing a video chat with the math class, and we can talk about it. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. Prism.